you so extra, but I know I'm the same.
Mute. You're on mute.
What's up, everybody? What is up? It's your girl EJ, and welcome to the BMF Live. We are here, got all my girls with me, and we are ready to talk about this episode. Woo! How y'all been doing?
Hey.
Y'all in here? Moochie, hey, boo.
What's up, y'all?
Sure, nothing. Ready to get into it. Get into the BMFers. I got jokes.
The BMFers.
Did you see how Tamika looked at me? She looked at me like that was corny as hell. Woo. Okay, y'all. So let's get into it, y'all. Well, first and foremost, let's get the vibe of the episode. How was y'all feeling about this episode? Start with Moochie, Candy, Tamika, Inga. Or is it Ginger Snaps? Who we in here today? Ginger Snaps or Ginger Snaps? Go ahead, Moochie. What's the vibe?
I gave it a 7. I thought it was an okay episode. We're seeing a lot of things come together. I like the fact. I like the way the direction that Terry is going in some things, but not others. I wasn't surprised. I knew that Claude was going to get taken out, but I feel like he didn't fight enough. Like he could have been if he was more aggressive, he could have took out Remy, and he had people backing him, and they would have just followed him. But he didn't believe in himself enough.
Yeah, I mean, throughout the whole time Meech had been talking to him, he kept trying to hype him up, trying to tell him how he had to be a leader. So you're right about that. Candy, what's your vibe about this episode?
I think it was a solid episode. I like the movement Terry is making. I don't know how long it's gonna last. But I mean, I enjoyed it. I need Meech to be careful about Angel. I didn't like the Remy and Claude part of it. I always thought Remy would team up with Meech and there'll be a dynamic duo down there in Atlanta. Seems like that's not going to happen. So I'm disappointed in that part because that's the only thing I like put together that I thought would happen. And I'm ready for Henry to go. Even though she was kind of quiet and mellow this episode, she still needs to yell.
Exactly. She's still so extra. Tamika, what's your vibe on this episode?
It was all right. It was all right. I did like Terry's moves. I feel like he's been a little bit better towards this ending part of the season than the beginning part, at least when it comes to business. Okay, the Marquisha stuff is still irritating my soul and my spirit, but when it comes to that part, I've been liking the steps he's been taking, and yeah, Angel. Listen, I either see Angel Child being gone, but maybe at least trying to make up and look out for Meech in some type of way before she go, or her, possibly on somebody, And I also see Jen off with her head because she just putting herself in dumb predicaments as well. Exactly. And I wasn't mad at Bryant for giving cuz the 1-2s, even though I can't stand Bryant, but
Okay, that's what's up. Ginger Snaps. What up, boo boo? How was you feeling about this episode? Mute.
You on mute.
Oh, hey everybody. Yeah, it was okay. I don't really have more to add to that. Terry still gets on my nerves. I don't really care nothing about Terry. I mean, he trying to do something, but until he get rid of Marquisha, then I don't really have nothing for him. So, then the best part of it to me of the whole episode was Bryant. Beating the brakes off that dude, which I'm glad he did that. he finally did something for his son. So, so that's to me that's the best part of the episode.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. This
Oh,
is
and wait a minute, one last part. And I'm happy that Lucille is finally showing Charles some respect. So, and so at least for us, just for a smidgen, it ain't gonna last, but
Yeah, because I was about to say
next
that's on that
episode,
25 seconds.
yeah, next episode
Right.
she gonna disrespect him again, and she did disrespect him a little bit in this episode.
Yes.
Yeah,
child.
but she showed at least she
Yeah.
showed up at the
Yeah.
thing, at the little event, and so
she was joking with him, y'all. She was
Nah,
joking.
that joke
Yeah.
was whack as hell.
Yeah.
Bad timing, but it was
Most of you don't joke about.
She probably meant that shit. The doctor probably just couldn't make it. He was
Mhm.
delivering babies. She probably
Go
meant
on and
that.
mess with your long and luxurious hair, EJ.
Oh
Yes.
yes, Miss Lucy. Thank you for reminding me because I did like that part with Terry and Nikki. Yes, I'm running up on you. Yes, get your ass out the car. You got to go home.
Yes,
that
Yeah.
part. That was one of my
Yeah.
favorite parts. But
I agree.
I agree with all of you. It was just it felt like it was just an okay episode leading up to something probably on the next. I don't even remember what the trailer looked like for the next episode, to be honest. So, but it was cool though. Like I enjoyed it, and that was one of my favorite parts was the run up. Like I love seeing him be in Big Brother mode like that, coming from a family where I am the only girl. That's like some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
yeah, so that was a good part. So let's say what's up to the chat. What's up, Rashonda, Daria, Queen in the building, Barbara, RD in the building, 313 Better Made. Appreciate you guys for coming through. No label to
Thank
label.
you.
What's up? What's up? Michelle, Tina, Vonnie Love, Steven, Derry B. B Will, what's up? Amina seen it. What's up? What's up? Miss Nisi, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Make sure y'all drop inside of the comments how y'all was feeling about this episode, what your favorite parts were, all that good stuff. We gonna go ahead and jump into this recap conversation, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna kind of just let these slides kind of play. Shout out to Moochie coming through with the slides for your girl. I'm gonna kind of just let the slides play, y'all. But we just gonna kind of talk about a few things. First and foremost, let's talk about that that first part of the episode when we get to the club and we see that Angel really is. She really is hanging out with Glock, y'all. Like, now that was crazy. I was like, oh, so she really is hanging out with Glock. Let me know how y'all was feeling about that. What was your thoughts? Hold on, I gotta get this other 1 second. I think I'm missing one person. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. Let me know how y'all was feeling about this whole situation with Angel over there hanging out with Glock, and it was a lot for me. Moochie, what was you thinking?
Meech looked like he was jealous, y'all.
He really did.
He looked like he was jealous. And even though he had those shades on, you could see like I can't believe she really followed through with this. But he was the bigger person and was like, I understand she got to get her money. He handled it like a man, and I like that.
That's what's up. What's up, Detroit? I feel you. What's up, Kendall? Exactly. I feel like he handled it in the right way. Candy, what was your feelings about that? Any feelings about it, or was you just like,
I was like, damn, she really did that. you know, yeah. I mean, I know the type of life she's, used to, but I was like, damn, she really did that. She meant what she said, and hey, it is what it is. That's a part of her life, her lifestyle, I guess. He took it like a champ, took it on the chin and kept it moving. It's
Yep.
always other fish in the sea, as they say.
Absolutely. Yeah, I like the way he handled it. But let's move on to this. We got our boy Terry, who is trying to come up with a plan, to try to get Henry out the way. And to be honest, I'm gonna give Terry like mad props on this episode because he really, really did come up with a really good plan. How did y'all feel about the plan? Start with you, Miss Inga, Miss Ginger Snaps. I'm sorry, I be forgetting, I got all these names.
the plan seemed like it's okay, but the only reason why I'm not jumping, out my shoes about it is because he told Mark Cougar about it. So I think it's gonna blow up in his face for some reason. I don't know. I'm just really not trusting nothing with Terry. Uh, I just ain't trusting nothing with him. He told her the whole plan, which I think was stupid to tell her anything. And I just think she got something up her sleeve. I don't trust her.
You
So,
say you don't like Markeisha. What
mm-mm.
what was you feeling, Tamika? What was you thinking about his plan? You feel the same way Ginger Snaps feeling like it was like it's not gonna go through or what?
I mean, I was here for the plan. I agree that I don't trust him telling Trash Keisha anything. And on top of that, we know that, and I keep calling him Calvin, y'all. If y'all watched my daggone review, I said Calvin like 50 times, and I'm talking about Vince, okay, but he's AKA Calvin because I'm so used to calling him Calvin on Sisters. So I hope y'all knew and wasn't like, who the hell is Calvin? But yeah, he keep popping up every damn where now, and he threatening, calling in the IRS and all this other foolishness, talking about how Terry looked like a little baby on the mama titties, and I don't know. I just felt like he don't look too far from me either when he's accusing Terry of looking like, even though we agree with him, but it's like we can say that about Terry. You can't. So get out of here, Vince. And why are you running up after somebody that clearly don't want you? That's why she should have never opened that door to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, it was her. That was the trash part of the Keisha coming out. Her being extra, trying to. She was playing a game. You would think that Terry, being the younger person, that he would be the one out here playing these little old games, and she the one up here playing a game, trying to make this man jealous. Like that's the only reason why you did that. Like it was stupid to me. But yeah, and in my opinion, I feel like it brings more heat to the table. Like it didn't really. It kind of had the effect that you wanted it to have, but at the same time, it has a negative effect too, because now you got somebody thinking they in competition with somebody, and because they the cops, oh, let me try to find a way to get him, do this, that, and the third. Like I didn't like that. What up, Brillo? What up? What up? What up? But yeah, so we have the cop. Anybody have anything to add with old Vince coming in there, his threats? Any other thoughts before we move on?
I think he had
Other than
planned.
just the threats can be reversed, like what he got going on. I don't know who said that. Somebody said it. I think maybe Moochie said it. Okay, yeah. Like the threats can be reversed. Like just because you see everything, don't mean the thing can't be flipped back on you and what you got going on. Like I didn't even think about that until I heard her say it today, and I was like, oh yeah, like duh. You can't be telling somebody you can't let the left hand know what the right hand doing. You gave him too much information. I didn't like it. And then I like the thing with Terry and Markeisha. Like I said, I don't know how long that's gonna last because how many people can win?
Forever, forever, ever.
I don't know how that's gonna work because I, the R, and the S gonna be looking at 5D.
Okay. But I ain't gonna lie, Terry came up with some interesting stuff with them with the lottery tickets and all that stuff. I was like, okay, I see you. So we still got the red dogs out here acting a fool. Oh, Mooch, did you have anything to say about Vince? Vince the Menace?
I think Terry was too cocky. It became a peen measuring contest. And he's letting him notice. And like I said earlier, this is going to backfire on him now because you followed him, but what you followed him, you can't do anything to him because he's a cop.
That part.
And if you do, you have to be sophisticated about it. And now, between Markeisha knowing his whole setup, I don't think this plan is foolproof. You got to have somebody that's real reliable and somebody that you really trust to cash those checks. So I think he really needs to keep his eyes on everything, especially his girl Markeisha. I don't trust her. I feel like he should have never told her the inner workings of that plan. He gave her a breakdown from point A to point B to point C to Z.
Yeah. And I think maybe they were letting us see because he told Officer Vince or the vents, and he told Markeisha the whole plan on both ends, about how he saw everything he did from sun up to sundown and A to Z with her. Like, he really talks too much. Like, that's why everything happened. They got caught up because he was talking. So he just really talks too much. He a chatty patty. He need to chill out.
That part. Now we are going to see that the Red Dogs are definitely, they going in. They didn't like the situation that went down at Techwood, which I always wondered how. Well, you know what? I shouldn't even wonder about that because it is often that people don't show up quickly to neighborhoods like that. So, because I was like, that was a long time for them to be shooting out there for nobody to show up, especially how the Red Dogs like to show up so much. But we see that they're getting pressed a little bit. That they're pressing them a little bit more. And Meech is like, look, we got to find a different way to move this weight. We got to make it safe. He's I can't think of his name right now, dude. The other Detroit dude, whatever his name is, it'll come to me soon. But he's talking to him about that and saying that they got to figure out something different. So I knew that this was probably where the Miami thing was going to come back up eventually. But before he get to that, he's going to test out this other situation to see how that's going to work out. And I can't remember who it was, but somebody called it when they said that it wasn't going to be actual I don't know what words I can say no more. Yeah, it wasn't going to be actual paraphernalia. It was going to be, something else. I can't remember which one of y'all, but y'all was right.
There's baking soda in there.
Yeah, so y'all was right about that right there. So let's talk about the part where we are at Bible study and we have why was I was about to call her Sydney, y'all? That's her real name. What's her name, y'all? Help me out.
Wanda.
Her real name is
Wanda?
Sydney Mitchell. Yeah, Wanda. We have Wanda who looks like she's being touched for like a second. Like what the pastor is saying is hitting her. Like, how was you feeling about this, Tamika? Like, you think that she's finally done? Do you think she's finally hit her point and she's ready to move on?
She might be. I mean, she was touched by the spirit, and yeah, I think it's a wake up call for her and just a reminder. Like, I had my own dreams, I had things I wanted to do, and I'm so caught up into this relationship and the kids and everything else that I kind of forgot about me. So I did like that moment. Hopefully we actually get to see her doing it, and I felt like her and Lucille was bonding because I do like the relationship her and Lucille have, even though Lucille gave her some trash ass, advice in the past, which helped cause the problems that Terry had in the first place. But overall, I do like the relationship she has with her and how she is with her, when it comes to her grandkids and stuff like that. And she's basically, I think, seeing herself in Lawanda too, because we know that she keep thinking about her past and things she could have done. And so she was super excited for her with her saying, I'm going to be going to cosmetology school. I'm going to get my own salon going. I said, all right, Lawanda, let's see you do that. Terry probably going to buy one for her. That's
Yeah,
the
I
least
like
he
that
could
part.
do.
I like that part.
I could see him doing that.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I do really like the Lucille and Lawanda relationship as well. And like you said, she did give us some bad advice that time. But other than that, they do seem to have a pretty solid relationship. And I felt like we saw Lucille's wheels kind of turning a little bit more here after hearing the pastor speak as well, because they real big on being hypocritical, and I feel like right now she's being a little hypocritical, whether it's get back or whatever it is, or she trying to find herself and all that type of stuff. Just for who she is, the core character of her, this is hypocritical for her. So okay, yeah. So
Yeah, she
let's
like, I'm in those streets. I can't be no assistant pastor.
Okay.
okay, I'm out here kissing and stuff and
Okay.
hugging.
What y'all say, finger pop? When I heard that, I died. I said, what is the world is finger pop?
Girl. So, there's that. Now we got your boy. He is still going through it. I mean, he is absolutely going through it. At this point, all he's doing is drinking. He's missing his son. He don't he don't really know what to do. You know what I'm saying? And you got Jen, who is trying to get some get back for her sister. I'm gonna put some quotation marks up there. When did they become sisters all of a sudden? Jeez,
Child, I'm so
That
annoyed
one
with that. I
conversation.
get what they trying to do, but I was like, is she really? And he was like, oh damn, you really, like her. You had another partner that you was cool with like that, and you messed it up. But I was like, girl, like it's not that serious. The way she kept trying to lump her in with Kevin.
exactly.
Oh god.
Doing the absolute most. So basically, she wants them to team up and, go try to take them down together. But, Moochie, he said something in this one that really, really stuck out for me. And he keeps saying this, and I just can't figure out why we keep coming back to this. He says that they are the ones that's responsible for his son. Why do we keep coming back to this? Like, can you just give me a real reason why he says this? Like, I need to understand it.
It's guilt, and he has no accountability. He has no accountability. He's not taking accountability for the choices that he made. If he should have never brought that pow pow to that house. And it could have went even worse than how it went. We was thinking in the beginning that Kevin was going to take out himself. So yeah, I mean, but it's even worse now because now he's not here anymore. And now you still want to blame Meech and Terry, but you're not taking responsibility for anything you did. You did not, I feel like you didn't really talk to your son enough. You seemed like he was annoyed with his hobbies. And then, we see you coaching the same boys that you're trying to throw under the jail. So it's like, I don't like the way Brian is handling this. I feel like he needs to really man up and take responsibility for himself.
True indeed. Yeah.
Agreed completely.
And he has misdirected anger as well. Like he's mad at everybody else except for himself. He's deflecting. He doesn't know, like what you said, he's no accountability. But in the end, the driving force is the Flannery brothers.
Mm-hmm. So Ginger Snaps, do you agree that is that how you see it, or do you see it from a different perspective as to why he keeps pushing this so hard, that they are the actual faults?
I don't know why he feels that way. He is at fault. He didn't spend time with the boy. He he was always trying to stop him from, like Moochie said, the things that he was like doing, drawing and coloring and all the stuff he was doing, the comic book stuff. And that's on him. Everything that happened is on him. I mean, he didn't take his son out. That's on Henry, but everything that led up to that is on him. It has nothing to do with if you want to blame no, he can't blame them for nothing, because I was gonna say it's not their fault that he was chasing them all around Detroit trying to take them down. It's still all on him. But he wants to blame them. He's just sitting there drinking liquor and getting drunk and feeling sorry for himself. Now, as a parent, don't wish nobody losing their child, so I felt that there's a smidgen of sorry for him, but it's all just all his fault. And I don't know how Jen all of a sudden is, sisters and best friends with this girl she only met for 1 or 2 weeks. I'm not really sure about that, but because that's kind of silly writing right there. She's like a sister. I don't know.
I guess she just had a strong connection with a girl. I can't even call it.
Yeah, she's going harder for her than anybody else. We didn't even see a funeral for her. All they showed was the obituary, and Jen looking sad. Her daddy ain't showed up. Her brothers ain't showed up. But you over here like, oh, my sister, I gotta get revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, girl.
Yeah, that was silly writing. Whoever wrote that script, that was just silly because they didn't give us any backstory to show that they were bonded as sisters and all, best friends and all that. So
Exactly. And only that one little part where we see them dancing and drinking together. And I get it, I really do, but it's almost like she taking it to like a whole nother level. Like they had created this super bond, and I just don't feel like that was the case just yet. I
They
don't
were
know.
trauma bonding.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
exactly what it was.
Yeah,
You
they.
hit the nail on the head,
Mhm.
Kim.
They act like,
That's exactly what it
but
was.
yeah, she acting like they were color purple sisters, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's how she acting, like they was the color purple sisters. I mean, I don't understand it, but I guess if you put it that way, the trauma bonding, then that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
were on the road there. Had she lasted a little bit longer, but I just feel like it was too fresh, too new. Y'all was just starting to get there because you didn't even like her, and you was acting like you ain't want to give her a chance when you first found out who her family was and all of that. Y'all didn't have that much time together.
And
But,
do y'all feel that this was a waste of a character, a Kobe,
I do
because they
feel like
built up
she could have.
they
Yeah.
built up all this about talking about her father and all that.
Hmm.
I'm thinking we're gonna get to meet the father. We're gonna know about who her brother. They built this all up, and then she was taken out so fast. We, like you said, no funeral. The family members never came in. Like I thought, because I thought after the scene, after she got taken out, I think we even said, "Oh yeah, we probably gonna see the father gonna show up on the next episode."
Yeah.
We ain't never see. So it's just like that storyline just went away. So it was
I
really a
think
Mhm.
waste of character.
I
Yeah.
think that this
I thought
character
I was
was
gonna
put
see
into
some drama with that. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
I was saying I thought we was gonna see some drama with Kobe's father and perhaps Blaze because they both were in the force at the same time.
Mhm.
And we still might.
That's
You
true.
know,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember we was
we
talking
haven't
about
really,
that.
even though they discussed it, he might be waiting. Her father might be waiting for things to die down and
Yeah, I
come
mean,
in.
we got season 4, so we can see that storyline could come
So
back
it's a
around. So
possibility
Yeah,
with
it
that. I
could.
wouldn't
Mhm.
close the book on that chapter.
Yeah, it could possibly come back around. Maybe not. And the only reason why I don't think it's not going to come back around is because I think it was built to have the character change in Jen. Like they needed something to make Jen
Yeah, they use
flip.
that, and I
So
believe
Mm.
Jen is about to be gone. I mean, even
yeah,
just
she
the
is.
conversations with her dad, she's doing stupid stuff. Period. Anyway, like this wig really supposed to just prevent every damn thing, and then Bryant saying to her like, "I don't want to lose you. I don't want to tell your father you're gone."
And
Like,
telling your father,
yeah,
I love you. I just want to tell you I
mm-hmm,
love you, and that
yeah,
bonding with the father. Yeah, no,
mm-hmm.
it's time. I'm already planning the memorial at the Chinese restaurant. So everybody's invited. Everybody in the chat's invited, and because it's coming.
I do
It's
want to
coming.
highlight this comment real quick that Kendall said Brian did the same thing when his partner in season 1 died and unalive, gone. And then that did make me think that remember when his partner was unalived, all of a sudden that's when he changed. And she right, his partner was gonna turn him in, but yet y'all were so close. Like, I don't know, maybe that's just like the funny thing that they do, but I had forgot about that particular.
Mhm.
Yeah, I forgot all about. See, that's what I'm saying. That guy, I forgot about him just that quick.
Yeah,
Once
that's the one she took out with the pipe, Kato. But I
Yeah.
think he did that out of guilt because he was warning him. Remember his partner warned
Mhm. Yeah. Because he was
him?
following him.
I believe that's why he did that. I think that once again is guilt bothering him. He
and
got
he was
Yeah.
dirty.
Just
Brian
eating
was
him up,
dirty.
eating him alive.
Brian was a dirty cop.
I just
Yeah.
want to know how his story is going to go because we already know he's going to be at the end. I wonder how they're going to keep playing him because we don't like him now. Like we don't like him.
I ain't
So
never
I don't
like
think
him.
we
And
were meant to
Jen could have left him
Mm.
in the house, sitting on that floor drinking that damn bottle. I said, about time
Yeah,
he's sitting his
keep drinking
behind
that
down
Hennessy or
somewhere.
whatever he
And
was.
neither
sitting in his
one of
own
y'all got
urine.
a job, but y'all out here talking about y'all doing investigations.
Right.
exactly. So let's talk about Jen real quick because I just want to go ahead and talk about her little thing, and then I'm gonna travel back for a second. But just since we already here, Moochie, I'm gonna start with you. So in the episode or whatever, we see first of all when Jen and Detective Brian are talking, he tells her like, "Look, you can't go off by yourself because once again, she says again, you do this." and I'm gonna go do this. It's almost like she kind of like it. I'm just saying it's like she low-key is really enjoying this almost. But so we're gonna see her go back into this character role again. And I want to talk about two things. I want to talk about the shift that we saw for like a millisecond. We see a human side of Henry, and I don't know if I don't know what it was, but it's like you saw like this little bitty smidget. It's like a Grinch almost. You know what I'm saying? When she's with Jen, which makes me think, like how you always talk about foreshadowing moments, which makes me think that we are going to see this character go bye-bye, because when we got a character like Henry who has no feelings, all of a sudden has a smidget of a little heart for somebody that's betraying them technically, it can't end well. Moochie, tell me what you think.
I feel like with this whole thing, she once again she trauma bonded with this girl, and I think she lost herself for a moment. When she said at that bar, I can't believe that I could relate to you like this. Like we have this much in common. She said something like a phrase like that. I know I wrote it down, but she said that, and when she said that, I was like, "Well, man, I said she sound like she liking her." And this was at the bar when I saw that, and then when you see her later on go back to the house, I'm like, "Jen, you really like messing up right now." I'm just glad that she was able to cut it off and run out of there soon as she recognized who was in that picture. So I thought that she handled herself well, but she needs to heed to Brian's warnings. You know, she already got two of them.
Yeah, she not, and she depending on the wrong person by bringing him out there talking about, come on, I need your help. He the worst person to be asking some damn help. Wait till she find out what he did. But I agree. I was not expecting them to go back to the house. I was one thing for them to be there at the, bar. But I said, wait, we back at the house on the couch. We kissing stars and stuff. Okay.
Kissing.
I thought Henry was about to pull the strap out.
That's what I said too. I was like, she gonna go in that drawer and get her man muscle.
And I don't mean the pow strap. You know what I'm saying?
I know what strap you mean.
Yeah. Okay, that part.
Yeah. She playing a real dangerous game because nobody even knew she was there. And like what we said, she ain't working technically. So what are you even going to do when you get this information? Who can y'all take it to? Because we already know that some of the higher ups is involved in this. So that's my whole thing too. And then when Henry found out about her cousin, that's going to be another damn thing. I don't know, child. It's about to be a hot mess.
It's all going to be a little bit crazy. So, Candy, as far as Jen and Henry are concerned, what are your thoughts? Do you think she is really, really feeling her? Do you think that Jen is going too far? Like, what's your thoughts about these two?
I think Jen was being a very good actress in the moment because she had to. She could not seem afraid. She could not seem like she was acting. She could not seem any other way than I'm interested in this person. So that's just what I mean. It looks like she was falling for her, but I just believe she was acting, for one, just to stay alive, and two, just to get information. So, sometimes you got to lay it on thick, and I think she just laid it on thick. However, at the house, I was scared for her then because I'm like, now she can probably just take you down and use that you can do about it. Because I'm like, is she gonna try to hunch her up, above? Because when she get around women, she get like a little aggressive and she take them out. So I'm like, dang, is Jen finna leave? Finna be out? I was just scared for her in that moment. Because she didn't have. It was just her and Henry. Like at the bar, it was different, but at the house, I'm like, okay, she really got to play it, safe. But she jumped out of there so fast, and Henry just let her go. It was that really scared me because I don't know what she's gonna do next time she see her.
Yeah, that is very true. Like I said, I really feel like Henry's feeling her, and that's why she's treating her different because she feels a certain type of connection with her, and that's going to make it way worse. So, y'all, let's talk about my favorite part right now, and that was Terry going to the gas station and seeing his little sister sitting in a car with some boys, and he already overheard the little boys inside the store when they was getting them condoms and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he already kind of chuckled about that. So, and then to find out it's his sister. Ginger Snaps, we gonna start with you, then Tamika, Moochie, then Candy, and y'all just give me y'all thoughts on this whole situation, how y'all was feeling.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely did the right thing because he see how screwed up he has been, got these, making these babies and all this whole kind of stuff, and then Meech got a bunch of babies by different women, and he probably doesn't want his sister doing the same thing. So he did the right thing. I can't relate to it because I didn't have any brothers. I have two older sisters, but see, I wouldn't have listened to them. I would have told them two bees to get out my face. We would have been fighting. I would say, get out my. But if I had a brother, that probably would have been different. So it's so I don't know how it would have been with a brother, but
It's crazy.
yeah. Oh yeah, my sister. No, I definitely would have been fighting. I would have told her to get out my face, And so
let me find out you would have been rolling around on the ground fighting.
Yeah, I'm like, God, you telling me what to do?
Let me find out.
But I didn't have a brother, but my dad, I was outside when I was a teenager, and I'm, down the street and popping around with some guy or boy outside, and my father come down the street, boy, he snatched me up. So it's something similar like how Terry did. Get your ass in the car. You hear me talking to you. My father did that to me, when I was about probably like Nicole's age,
What?
So I wonder if she gonna end up pregnant. Y'all think she gonna end up pregnant? She gonna do something
not.
breed?
I hope not.
I don't think so.
I hope not. Antoine had a good point on this one about both detectives being unfocused because of their close losses and moving off of hurt and emotion, and it's not going to end well. I completely feel
that's a perfect analogy of that.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well, we know that Brian is not going nowhere, so Jen is likely gone anyway. So it's
two things that could happen with her. Remember, she's on suspension. Hopefully, by the grace of God, she gets transferred. And that's that. Because remember, she came in as a transfer.
Right.
So now that all of this dysfunction is going on and she breaking rules that she wouldn't normally break because she was partnered with Brian, maybe they might transfer her and maybe we might see her later on down the line. I'm hoping she don't pass away. Because I'm hoping it's not like that, but I'm teetering on like, you know what? She might have to go.
Well, I have a message for little Nikki because I did have an older brother, okay? And what we don't do is go sit by the store where we know that people that we know or know our mama and daddy going to possibly see us or our brother going to pop up to. Two, you got to be quick on your feet and have your head on a swivel. It's plenty of times that my brother thought he was about to catch me, but I called him first and I was that's what we got to do, okay? But I wasn't mad at T at all. I that's what a brother gonna do. Even though technically Breeze was like, nah, me and my girl is taking it slow. Okay, he had respect, and I love the little note with the yes, no, maybe so. That definitely took me back. Some of y'all might have been around for those notes. Okay?
That's right.
That's why her head wasn't on the swivel, Tamika. She was
but you don't. I agree with Tamika. You don't park the car in front of the store like that. You go somewhere in the, in a little hideaway somewhere. Ain't nobody gonna see you. You park up in the woods somewhere, in a park or somewhere. But you don't be right in front of the store. You don't be in front of the store.
She didn't see anything that I don't even think she seen Terry go in that store. Because she was looking at that letter.
Right. Yeah, she was supposed to peep him first. Like, oh shit, my brother.
She was like this with the wine cooler.
She was infatuated, like really, really okay. She had that wine cooler. I'm like, girl, you done got caught every which way. What's up, Momo?
And then they underage drinking, like y'all tripping.
What you
Well,
mean? I
it was
mean,
easy to
that
get
was
it back
in the
then.
90s.
My
I'm
mama
sorry.
used to
it's
say
just
easy to get
saying,
back
you
then,
know,
Candy.
in front of the
Back in the
store. I'm talking about in
That
front
was
of the store. I mean, I
Oh,
was
well,
drinking
you
Crown Royal
still
at
have
15 and
somebody
16.
pay
I'm
for
just
it.
saying.
When I
Yeah.
back then, I don't even think they was that strict with it
no.
like
I used to
that.
buy cigarettes and
No,
stuff for
hell
my
no.
Yeah,
parents.
Yeah,
you
my
could go to
mother
the
and her
Yeah,
store and
best
actually
friend.
pick up your parents' cigarette. Give me
Yeah,
a
they
pack
give
of
you
all the
little
those
time.
notes.
45. You really
Yep.
could go home with that.
That's right.
That's my word. But
hmm But I'm saying, like, sit in front of the store, like people can see you, like,
oh
duh,
yeah, but
like
she
Inga say,
wasn't
go get in the cut,
like ain't
like,
nobody gonna
go,
see her.
child.
Now, Candy, I agree with your sister here in the chat when she talking about that, Terry can hunt somebody else's sister, a daughter, but his is off limits. That's how it usually
That's
is.
hmm
how
Like
it
Of
usually
course,
is
yeah,
though.
that's the
Of
because
way it
course.
is.
because
That's
they
how
think
it
the
hmm
girl's
usually
pregnant
is.
and then they going about their business. That's her problem. But
Yeah. It
Nikki,
always that.
if she
Yeah.
gets pregnant, she'll be bringing that problem home
Yup,
Yeah.
and
mother's
to the
baby,
family.
daddy's
Yeah.
baby.
hmm
Mhm.
And you already know what their family situation is like at this moment right
It's
now. The
already
last
towed
thing
up
they
right
need is
now. They don't need that. Yeah. I
another
don't want it to
thing.
happen.
But he
Well,
did
they
the
not
right thing,
paying
though.
attention to her.
Yeah, he did the right
Everybody is
thing.
No.
doing them right now.
Yeah. And
Everybody's
she's
doing them. The
told them
only
that.
person you pay attention to her, Lucille's, is Bible study or something that got to do with the church, or if it's right in front of her face, like when she walked in and saw them
Yeah.
playing the video games, which was all innocent to me. To me, that's when you should have had to talk with both of them. Like, look, I don't want none of this going on in my house.
Yeah.
Getting a warning. You hear me, son?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Because even Charles
Yes,
was saying, oh,
ma'am.
he's a good kid.
Yes, Miss Moochie.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, y'all. So let's talk about the meetup. The meetup. I think we kind of saw this character about to expire. I think you could see it from a mile away. But he has the meetup. He's trying to get them to get to the palace place, whatever it's called. But what's the name? Some whatever the
Platinum
Platinum
Palace.
Palace.
Platinum Palace.
Platinum.
I know it started with a
hmm
two P's, but I was about to give it another P. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway,
Mm.
um, they
I was
basically.
thinking something else. No, go
I
ahead.
know
I'm
that's
sorry.
why I was like I want to call it something else, but I couldn't think of the actual name of it. But
Mhm.
he's trying to get them to Platinum Palace because he's like, look, he basically sees the bigger picture, but we know that Remy does not see the bigger picture. And when I saw this scene, y'all, I said it. I said, Remy ass finna walk up in here while he is talking. He is not gonna make it to that meetup. And dang it, that's exactly what happened. Start from the bottom. Tamika, what did you see this coming?
Yeah, I been said Claude was dead. He was stupid. I'm sorry. And Remy is dumb, so it's hard to be dumber than him.
Mhm.
He should have been able to get the one up on him. It was crazy that he went to have the meeting with Meech and was like, "Oh well, yeah, you talk to them and sell them the way you sold me and help me get Remy." And it's like, boy, you were supposed to been getting Remy while I was gone. Like I shouldn't even be coming back, and Remy is even still a part of the damn discussion. And then I'm like, who snitched on him? Because he was just like walking in there. And I'm like, oh Lord, but yeah, we knew that was happening. R.I.P. I don't know who doing the funeral, who cooking the damn food, but I can't wait for Remy head to be off because I'm tired of him.
Okay. Yeah, Remy was doing the absolute most, and the way he took him down, the way he took him out, Ginger Snaps, girl. I was like, oh, it's so violent, but you can do Glock like that. Should have ran up on Glock.
Yeah, and I agree with Tamika. I don't know what more to add because he's stupid. He, like she said, he's stupid. We saw it coming. He didn't even seem like a confident guy. Like even when he talked, he just seemed like he was just. I didn't have no trust in Claude. I didn't have no trust in Claude. So we saw that coming. Why would you have the meeting somewhere where he could easily Remy could easily come in and find, and here? Why wasn't that a secret location somewhere, where he didn't know? And I wonder if somebody else knows and told Remy, but Remy he probably was, and he was talking out loud. And so Remy probably was right behind the door, heard the whole thing. I don't know. He just messed up. He just
Yeah,
messed
it
the
was
whole
a bad.
plan up. It would have been a good plan, but he just wasn't. He didn't do that right.
He really, he really didn't. Oh, I do want to talk about this too. Does anybody have anything else to say about Remy?
I just
And
was gonna say that it's not specifically that, but I was just gonna say me sitting there talking about, oh, we waiting for Claude to show up. I thought, oh, damn, so he still don't know Claude is going. And next thing you know, when they run that bucket over there,
I know that was hilarious. I bust out laughing. I was like, "Oh snap!"
Yeah, I was like, oh
you saw,
shit.
you saw when Tina screamed. Tina started
yes,
screaming and fell back in her chair. Yes, that was
okay,
fun.
now Moochie, what were you gonna say, sweetie? What'd you say?
You on
you
mute,
on
boo.
mute.
You on mute. You on mute, Moochie.
He was really going. Whatever.
saying I like the way she handled it. She had that little scream, but she looked back like, you know, I'm with the fellas, so I gotta keep it, you know, I gotta
Keep it G.
Yeah. Just doing too much.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's move on. So we already talked about the little setup and how it was actually bacon powder, soda, whichever one of them. It was one of them. Let's talk about this right here because remember I was saying earlier where we had this moment where Henry almost seemed like a regular person for like a whole second, like a smidget of a second. She's kind of right now she don't have the money. This is where Terry's plan comes into the play because she don't have the money to play the Chaldeans back, and we all know that this was the connect that she stole from Peaches when she took Peaches out. So lo and behold, somebody comes and bails her out, and I was like, okay, I see this. And then we also hear the cousin talk about how he didn't like how the father treated her. And I'm just sitting up here looking at this character like, but she her. You know what I'm saying?
I honestly wish they would have showed us more of that instead of throwing it in here at this point and the uncle coming and saying after everything you've been through. I'm like, okay, what has she been through? Why the hell is she the way she is? Like, inquiring minds would have liked to know way back when we started the damn, season. But
well, we did find out why she's that way.
I mean, we found out a piece of it, but I don't know.
It was too much. She was too far gone then.
It felt like it just got thrown in now.
Yeah, and I think because the cousin said, f him, Blaze,
Yeah,
and your father turned your back on you, and the uncle, they all three of them collectively are saying f him, he turned your back on you, he ain't nothing, blah blah. I think they might be getting rid of him too.
yeah.
I
think so.
They might be getting rid of the daddy.
Well, aren't 2 out of the 3 gone? It's just her uncle left now.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
But I already felt like she was going to take her father out. After last week's episode, I felt that way.
I'm tired of seeing
I
Look at RC comment.
I mean, but Moochie, this is the stories. This is part of the story. The people got to get pow. I mean,
I know that, but I'm just tired of seeing. I feel like
the children.
I'm gonna get off the subject, but I just feel like these, even though it's not like this, I feel like they try to depict the destruction of the Black family, and now they keep showing these kids taking out their parents, and I'm tired of seeing it now.
Yeah.
I'm tired of seeing it because it's like, what are you really trying to say? What are you truly, you understand? It's just like over and over again, every show now. Just like with the other thing, the other agenda thing that we talking about with her. Now, did y'all see, I know it's off the subject, did y'all see her post on Instagram how she wants to be addressed?
Yeah.
But you're in a period piece. They wasn't doing that then. So you have to, you can't.
Oh no!
You can't make things two ways.
How she want to be
right now,
addressed?
we're not even in that era. So,
but is she talking about the show or is she talking about now?
Talking about herself.
I just feel like why?
Because that doesn't make sense.
She want us to call her.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They.
I heard that before, but I don't think that's in reference to the show. I think that's just in life.
She was talking about in regular life.
I hope not.
But baby, we don't know you in regular life. We just met you last week. Chill out.
So
I'm just saying.
I'm not addressing her as
Chill out.
anything because I ain't never gonna know the lady. So I mean, I'm not gonna address her as anything.
Blaze gave him several orders. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So
I don't know. We know that we know that the other community, they take their people out to, mother, father, sister, brother, everybody. So it's just a story. It's a made up story. I'm not
Yeah.
taking it that deep.
They definitely do this all the time on TV, but I mean, it's happening in real life too, so we can't say it's not
it
true.
happened.
I don't want to see it
I
none
just
of
heard a
the
story.
time.
It's a true story. Man
Yeah.
took his family out and all. Like
Yeah,
the whole family.
like
That's real life. So,
ridiculous.
did
yeah.
y'all? Oh, I almost what I'm talking about. I'm gonna say it real quick. Did y'all see the Jennifer thing on Net? I think it's on Netflix. We gotta talk about that one. But anyway, is that documentary about the little chick? It falls right in
No.
line with what y'all were just talking about.
Oh, okay.
About the little young girl. But
I've heard a lot of people say. I've heard other people say what Moochie said. So it's not.
Yeah,
the
I
first time
feel
I've
that
heard
way
that.
too. I get
I
tired of
agree.
that on there.
I ain't gonna be mad at it and I'm not gonna stop watching or be mad because it happens all the time. I mean,
Yeah, but it could be other ways to have stuff done. Like, but I agree with it. Like, why we got to keep taking our parents
I mean,
out?
I
on
don't know that's
TV?
what they're gonna do. I'm just saying, but
Right. I could see it going that way, or either him having to take her out because she's out of control and she gonna do what she want to do, and
Because
we know
Blaze
she
has not
about
been
to
able-
turn up with this cousin.
Blaze
But did
has not
y'all see what they said? They thought that Blaze, that the uncle might have been her daddy. I think Kendall posted it, and somebody else said something about that.
Somebody said it, yeah.
Blaze has not been able to neutralize her and
right.
stop
He
her.
has no
So
control.
He actually he's not as strong as we thought. So so he could easily go.
Yeah, so this right here, like I'm gonna go back to where Tamika started this at, is that I felt like we're too far along with this character. We already don't like this character. It's too far along for us to have any type of sympathy for this character. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I have zero.
Most of us don't really like Terry when it's all said and done, to be fair. You know what I'm saying? And then I ain't never really had no really thing I didn't like Peaches that much. Like I didn't like her at all, to be honest. So it's not like the people that we've seen her like really come in contact with that she's really doing some dirty stuff to. It's not like, and don't nobody like Detective what's his name? Bryant. I'm about to say Davis. Who the hell is Davis? Never mind. Detective Bryant. Nobody like Detective Bryant. So it's not like the people that she's antagonizing are fan favorites. It's just that she is just horrible. Like it's just something about her that I just don't like. So I don't think you can come back now and say, oh, let's like her, let's feel sorry for her, and because I feel like that's what they tried to give us in that moment. They wanted us to feel sorry for her. She even looked sad. She looked like she was like had lost
defeated. Yeah, they needed to put more of that in the beginning. Yeah,
exactly.
Maybe I'm just a cold person because I didn't feel no sympathy or nothing for her. Maybe I got a cold heart because I didn't feel nothing for her.
I didn't either. I ain't felt a damn thing.
And that's my whole point. But they were trying.
But I could see that that's what they was trying to do. Yeah.
Or somebody may have, but we didn't. But she was too far gone.
Even when you look at her face, like in this picture right here, you look at her face, it's like like somebody just lost a puppy or something, because she's playing this game. She wants to be this boss, y'all. Like she want to be this boss. She want to take over her father's legacy and all that type of stuff and show him. But she goes about it all the wrong way. It was like Antoine was saying, she don't listen. He give orders, she do something else. He tell her to do this, she do something totally different. She has basically almost dismantled his whole situation that he has built up with just one swoop. So I can't feel sorry for that. I don't know what it was, what she had going on. But if they had gave us that storyline in the beginning, maybe we could feel something. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. But we shall see. So the uncle gives her the money. He bails her out. I didn't like that at all, y'all. I felt like she didn't need a bailout. But I feel like this was a lesson that needed to be learned, that you can't always, if you're gonna be the boss when you up here at the top, at the very top, there's nobody else to go to above you. It is what it is. But
Right.
Right.
I agree.
Hmm.
it is what it
And then
is.
he's doing it behind his brother's back. You know,
Yep. That
it's
makes
just
it even
Well,
worse.
I'm
yeah.
worried because this is episode 8 and we got 2 more and she's still not gone yet. So I hope that we don't they're not gonna drag her by her wig into season 4. I don't want to see her no more.
So,
You know,
so are they having a break this
Yeah,
week
because
or no?
I think I said it was gonna be 8. She was gonna be going. Or was that Glock? I
Yeah,
can't
we
remember.
did. We
I
said
think I
Henry was
said
gonna be gone at eight.
she's still damn here.
I think
So
Moochie wrote it down.
Tamika.
yeah.
Moochie
Wait
wrote
a
it
minute.
down.
I thought you said episode 9. Hold on, I gotta
I
be.
I
wanted her
can't
gone since
remember.
the first time we
I
saw
think
her
we said
face.
8. I think
I
we said
said
8.
10. I said she gonna be at the last minute casualty.
Yeah, I remember you and Inga said 10, and I think I
I think
said 8.
Tamika
And
You
she's
said
said
8.
still
9.
here.
I believe you said 9.
Yeah, they
And
dragging
I
it
think
out.
you talked
I've been
about
wanting
this
her
when the
gone
whole
since the
flamethrower
beginning, but
incident came
We
through.
knew they was gonna drag it. Hey, Renee.
Hmm.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, it's too late to turn back now. Like,
Yes.
just let her keep doing the most outlandish thing. Let her ride it all the way out. Like, don't even
oh,
give her
so you want
any
to
humanity
see her
now.
again in season 4?
No, I'm just saying, let her ride the rest of the season out doing her crazy stuff. Like, we don't need to know that she lost her mother. We don't need to know that she feels sad. Let her be a jerk like she been since we seen her on episode 1. Like, just let her ride it out. Keep the gas, keep the pipes warm.
Okay, so let's move on to we're not really going to talk about these two, but I'll just mention them real quick. We had the Red Dogs go and try to they was doing the most, and I'm like, once you start messing with people's families, like they was just doing too much. I hated that whole scene where they were it was too much. And then we also have the conversation with Meech and Terry where Meech is coming to the realization that they gonna actually have to go down to Miami to get the right equipment that they need. So they have that conversation, and the fact that he going right into enemy territory, which is crazy, but he need what he need, and so he gonna have to go down there. Now let's talk about Glock Angel a little bit more. She overhears a conversation. She don't really know what it is, but she know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can tell what it was. And she's gonna end up warning Meech about it, y'all. Moochie, Angel trust or do we really? Here's the thing. I'm gonna give you my opinion, and then you give me your opinion. I personally don't think. I think Angel is a victim of her circumstance. Like she's just moving the way that she knows to move at this point. And I think that's why Meech low key just accepted it because he was like, this, I want you to be your own person, make your own money, yada, yada, yada. And he gets it to a certain extent. So I really don't have a problem with Angel at this point. I think it was kind of jacked up because she had a good situation going, but she just couldn't recognize it because of all the shit she done been through. You know what I'm saying? And I had to look at it from her perspective to have a different clarity on that. What's your thoughts on what Glock wants to take out Meech and she trying to help save him?
Well, she has a low self-esteem. So I do believe she recognized that Meech genuinely liked her. He genuinely looked out for her well-being. And just because he didn't take her with him, I think that's why she immediately said what she said, because she felt like he probably wasn't going to really be coming back there. He already told her, like, you could stay here while I'm gone. But I don't understand how that was a problem if you already make your money, working the pole. Like, what's the problem? You got a roof over your head. Nobody really knew where you live. You was in a cut. You was in a gated community. Yeah, I'm going to chill here till you come back, boo. Everything going to be all right. If she would have been like that, I think their whole situation probably would have changed. And I don't think it's too late for that either as far as that, because once she gave him a heads up of what's going on, he understood that. I think if they have a conversation, because now that he's going there, we might see a change in that. We might see a change in their relationship where they might end up getting closer because of what she did back in Atlanta.
Okay, but question: does Angel live? We know that she tries to help Meech, but does she survive?
I was feeling scared and shaky for a daggone Angel ever since she was about to leave that first. I kept saying as long as she stay with Meech, she gonna be safe. And then for her to choose to go with Glock, but then you coming back warning Meech, I feel like she could be, the one to go bye-bye and become a real life angel.
Don't be surprised if she might.
But she could also surprise
that strength and
right.
She said a real life angel. I know that's right.
She could actually catch Glock with his pants down if y'all know.
Right. I was thinking about that too. It could go that way.
She could catch this dude getting out.
That would be a nice twist.
Him up. You understand? But we don't know if she's going to be pushed to that point.
Right.
And I think she might because she's in love with Meech.
Exactly. You can tell that she's in. You can tell that she done caught the feelings. And like Mochi said earlier, you can also tell that Meech he had a little bit of feelings for her as well. Like it's a little bit different. So that's interesting. Okay, so I want to ask you, Candy. Let's talk about the scene after the club, because we see Cordelia pops back up, and she always want to do some, she be always trying to do something strange with a piece of change with Meech. She got a little piece of that Meech, and she just, it is what it is. So he goes back to the hotel with them, and we know that this is where Angel's information comes into play. Somebody really was trying to get at him. Do we think Meech says that maybe one of them set him up, or maybe they were following him? Which one do you think it is? Do you think possibly somebody set him up in that room that's in the room, one of the girls, or do you think that it truly was maybe just
I
him?
think they set him up. I mean, how he had the damn key to come in. And I don't think it was just following. And that's why they were sitting there like, stay longer. Why you gonna leave? We could get another girl here. I mean, at least that's the way they made it look. Yeah, I would definitely think that they set me up if that happened.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, it looks like he was set up by, that was the girls and the guy, they were in cahoots, in my opinion. I don't think he meant to, pow her. She just, was in the way. But I think they were, or either maybe she, he probably didn't even care whether, whatever happened to them, as long as I get my man. So, I mean, it seems like they were both in cahoots together, because stay longer, let's get another person coming here. And then he has a key to the room. I mean, somebody had to give him the key. I mean, of course he could have got it from downstairs, but, from the counter, but somebody had to give it to him. So yeah. I think it was both. Put him in a position where he can't go anywhere, and that's a hotel room.
Yeah, so Kendall says it was set up by Glock getting.
Yeah, I agree, because he made the call, and the only part that Angel understood was him saying Meech. That's why she said, I don't know what he gonna do and when he gonna do it, but keep your head on a swivel.
But he didn't keep his head on a swivel though.
No,
his pants was around his ankles.
Yeah, but he went in there with somebody that he low-key thought he slightly trusted, because this is the chick from the one that he met with I don't know why I can't think of Lil Mama name, but the one that run with them now, her friend, her girl, when they was in Atlanta, when they went to Freaknik or whatever they went to.
Y'all got a troll.
That's what your mama is.
No.
Whose channel he on?
And your greasy grandma.
He is scallywags. Yeah, get the hell out of here.
Your greasy grandma one too.
I was like, what?
Reading like, wait a minute. Is he talking about the show, or is he talking about
I can't do no more laugh. I'm telling you, that was just ridiculous.
I got my damn reading glasses on.
I'm ready to slice and dice. I don't know, but he's been banned.
Oh Lord!
What channel he was on?
It wasn't on mine.
It was
What
probably I'm
Mhm.
mine. I just
Yeah, he blocked. He gone. Yeah.
And
So
I usually don't even answer
he
people
better
like
not
that,
pop
but
up on
I'm
the
looking like,
birthday.
wait a minute.
care. People just
Yeah,
be
your
popping
mama.
in my
You know.
Yeah.
That part was funny too.
Your
What's the chick
mama.
that gave him the
Your
blowjob
mama.
and she
Your
was over there
Oh, she
talking
thought
about
she was
some,
gonna be the
oh,
girlfriend.
now
She
I'm
was
gonna
gonna
be
take
a
Angel.
girl.
Yeah, she thought she was gonna take Angel's place.
yeah,
Mhm.
that broad. That's why I ain't even give her 2 minutes or so. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, I know you didn't really think that was gonna make him forget all about her. Like, come on. All right, y'all. Let's talk about. Hold on, I'm trying to see which is two more things that I want to talk about. But I know that sometimes these topics get a little bit long winded. So we talked about that already. I'm looking at my screen stuff over here on this side.
You right, Antoine.
Um, okay, so yeah, we talked about that. So so the last two things that we're going to talk about, we'll start with this one first. I want to get this one out the way. We kind of already talked about it, but let's just travel back to it real quick. At the end of the episode or close to the end, Vince is gonna pop back up and try to be in Markeisha's face. He's trying to make a play. He's trying to make Terry look crazy. And this is when Terry tells him all of his moves and all that type of stuff. So I know y'all were saying like, y'all think that this is going to be a bad move, basically, for Terry giving out all of this information and talking about all of this information about what he found out about him. I don't know if everybody spoke on it, but is everybody in agreement that this could possibly come back on Terry, or do we think that Vince is shut down? Moochie, Candy, Inga, then Tamika. So just go in the little thing. I don't think I can hear you.
You on mute.
Okay.
I said I don't think he's shut down. I really don't at this time. I think he's gonna fall back as far as that. But if Markeisha approaches him one more time, then we might see something.
Yeah. Okay. Candy, you think this is shut down, or do you think that this is only just beginning?
It's just beginning. Because I mean, you didn't told him everything you knew about him. You know, the roles can be reversed easily. What's so slow? Yeah, I mean, it could be, the roles can be reversed, and just be mindful. It could be worse on you than it can be on him, because you got a lot going on. You got a lot at stake.
Okay.
So you don't ever tell let left hand know what the right hand doing.
That is very, 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 very true. Okay, Inga. We think this is
Yeah,
gonna
I don't think that I don't think this is the last we're gonna see of this guy. Just because he got his feelings hurt, so now he got to come back and do something to embarrass or mess with Terry. So I think we'll see him again. And Markeisha is loving every moment of it. She liked this, this banter back and forth with the two men fighting over her. She likes this.
Oh, she made my flesh crawl.
Absolutely. Tamika, I want to ask you a different question though. The situation with the Chaldeans, do you think that Terry's play, the way that he set this up to where they are going to basically push Henry out, does this end well for Terry? Does this plan work, or does this plan somehow backfire in some way?
I think it's gonna work, but it's probably gonna be something else that's gonna happen, and in the mix of it. Right now she may be so enraged, and we don't know what the hell kind of gadgets or whatever else she gonna be coming with when she found out about what happened with her cousin, that she may not have time to think about that right away. But I was kind of surprised that they agreed to the deal, even though it makes sense to me, with the uncle giving them the money and the cousin being like, all right, I'm gonna go and pay them. Technically, they really didn't have no other issue with her no more, because she was supposed to have been paid up. So the fact that they was like, giving the Godfather, you made me an offer I can't refuse, I don't think they're going wrong with it.
I mean, he offered them a lower price. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
that money talk.
Right. He just
And
became
she
the supplier for her supply.
exactly.
Right.
She already have a hard time paying her debt, so is
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and he kind of broke it down as to why they were so pressed for their money. He
Right.
called and he just happened to be right. So there's
Mm-hmm.
all right. Last topic, guys, and then we have covered the episode. We got to talk about the one little part. We kind of touched on it just a smidget, but let's talk about Lucille and Charles. Every time this topic comes up, it is always a conversation with Lucille and Charles. But I felt like in this particular episode, we kind of saw this moment where, these two, I don't know. It's like we don't know where they're going because one minute it's here, then it's here, then it's here. Like you just don't know. But what are your thoughts on Lucille showing up for Charles? Charles possibly, I mean, she was really riding for him, y'all. She like, you should have heard that song that he did. You know what I'm saying? She like hyping her man up. I was like, Moochie, you start and then we'll go down and Tamika will have the last word on Charles and Lucille.
Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Was she hyping him up because he came out with the money, or was she hyping him up because she really wants to push for him?
Well, here's the thing is that remember the money hadn't come out yet when she hyped him up before he said
So
we
then
about
it was genuine. That's why I wanted to ask to see if y'all was paying attention.
you so silly girl.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But y'all love
You
me.
know, Moochie like to throw them one hitter quitters on you
Now, I
to
know
make you think.
make you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
I did like the whole scene though. I felt like when I saw that scene, I felt like they still have a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. Candy, your go. Me too.
Well, after she ticked me off when she said she wanted to can she bring Dr. Maurice? I'm like, we don't play with that kind of fire. Like, girl, okay. But I was glad she was there supporting him. I was like, please don't let Dr. Maurice be behind you and you really playing with this man's head like that. But she was a stand-up lady, a woman, wife, and she was supporting him. You could see the emotion on her face that she was excited about seeing him on stage. And then when they were finished, you could tell that it was really genuine the way she felt towards him and that he was being in a happy space. So we can be in a happy space because you're happy with your music, with this thing going on. And she hyped him up with the guy that was like, I want you to teach me how to play this, whatever it is, guitar, whatever it is. And, you should hear the song he wrote me, things like that. So it was genuine and heartfelt. And it was just like a happy moment, like they got their groove back or whatever for each other, and I like that for them, even though the money came after, which had a little cherry on top, but it was a good thing. I think I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I'm done. Ew.
Ginger Snaps. How was your feeling about Charles and Lucille?
Go ahead, Ginger.
um yeah, I was glad to see it. I was glad that I did not like that even though she said, I guess she might have been joking, but I don't think that was funny. I don't know why she would even joke like that, knowing that Charles is trying to make his way back. But however, I'm glad it didn't happen because I was thinking the same thing that you all were thinking, that while she's standing up there clapping and snapping her fingers, he gonna come around the corner, So I'm glad we ain't see him in this episode. And she seemed like she was excited, about Charles, but we shall see because she like playing games. So I mean, next episode she could be rolling around in the bed with Dr. Maurice. So
Now, Inga, don't push it now.
I don't want it to happen, but I don't trust Lucille right now. So
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
not giving him no pass just yet. She got to show me some more. So
Do you think she did it in the car with him?
she was finger popping. They was finger popping each other. You know what I'm saying? So he was finger popping her. And she was probably rubbing, and she probably was rubbing all between his legs. Rubbing on his eggplant. So I know that at least happened. So
Yes. He was love rubbing the man muscle.
the man muscle, that's right.
Yeah, I'm like,
So yeah. So I mean, we shall see, you know.
Okay, that's what's
Yeah.
up. Hold on, Steve. She got love for him, not back. She got love for him, not back with him. Yeah, I agree. Thank
Yeah.
you for the super chat, Steve. I definitely agree that there was a break in their relationship with that whole Mabel thing, and I just think either they're gonna find their way back to each other or they're not. You know, one way, one or the other. But I did love
Yeah.
this.
And at this point, I wish they would decide because I'm actually at a point where it's like, do it or don't. I really don't give a damn. But I did like how she came there and supported him and how excited she was for him. I said, well, Lucille, you're getting a little too excited telling the man to listen to the song he wrote for you recently. That may not be the song. We might want to pull out some of the other songs he has done previous to that. But I appreciated her being so enthusiastic and, trying to be like, yeah, my man been out here and he didn't do the damn thing when it comes to the music and her being excited for him. And I think it got elevated when she saw the money. I don't think that it was because of the money. And she's thinking that he made that off the performance, I believe. She don't know that Terry done slipped him that. Okay, and that he over here asking about working at Terry damn diner. But I think that turned something on. Her panties might have got a little wet when he pulled out that little knot. So.
oh, money make the coochie go woo
yeah.
woo.
Yeah, but see, that's wrong. That's but see that then that means no, I'm be quiet.
Money,
I did
Moochie.
like that, and it was funny how that conversation got brought up twice because when the pastor was talking, she was talking about how sometimes we want things when we want it, and we trying to get to a certain place, and we may pray about it, but God will, tell you when He show you the way, it is when He ready, and then you basically find that all of this was supposed to happen and it went the way that it went. And then she brings it up to Charles, like, do you ever wish that maybe we would have waited to get married? We was both young and we would have, not had the kids so soon. And Charles is kind of like, no, everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. Whereas she still have things with her that she don't necessarily feel that way. She feels like maybe I didn't go down the right path.
I'm sorry, y'all. I was busting out laughing at Cookie Taylor. Cookie, you are hilarious. I'm sorry, I couldn't stop laughing.
Oh my! Listen, I agree with her being a piece of work, and I was gonna say that I could even see Vince doing something to her, and she already done been popped, so you would think she would go sit her behind down somewhere,
knocking her head against between the
Lord of mercy. I definitely don't condone that, but yeah.
That was too funny.
That, but it's fun. I mean, but
that was
it
funny.
just caught me off guard. That's
Mm-hmm. Lord have mercy, y'all.
But yeah, so I mean, there we have it. Lucille, Charles. I mean, it's getting to be. I will say this for the way that they took this story. I do think it is very interesting how they took this story and flipped it and flipped people's perceptions too. Not mine, but a lot of people's perceptions have really been flipped. Like a lot of people are like, okay, well, shit, Charles almost get a pass, whereas last year Charles wasn't getting no pass from a lot of people. But I loved how they did that, and it's really interesting. So I thought that was good. I thought that was a good way to do it to keep them involved in the story. But I am kind of getting over it at this point and just ready for it to go ahead and it's
and do she love her husband or she only want him or love him if he got some money in his pocket?
I think she love him, but I don't know if she's in love with him anymore. There's a difference.
He don't need to be with her no way.
Well, the thing is that we can't. This is my opinion, Inga Binga, is that they've been broke their whole life. Like, so we can't say that. Like, you can't say that at all. She done been with this man ever since they've been broke, which means that she had to have loved him to stay with him this entire time. I think when he broke the trust, that ignited something and made her think maybe I could do something else. Like she's starting to think all these things. Like Tamika was saying earlier, like he's thinking everything happens for a reason, but she like maybe this, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just
and at the
something
same time, this is a possibility that now his dream is coming true. Remember when she told the doctor, oh, well, you know, you the only one that made your dream come true or whatever it was. Now Charles is actually having an opportunity where he's been wanting to do this for a long time, but like he told the guy, he put that on hold and was all about his wife and kids. Okay. So now he has the opportunity where he could be doing writing, he could, you know, be doing the music, he could be going on tour. And I think she's genuinely excited about that too. Like, oh shoot, you know, maybe you are about to be make it and have your dream, and that's why she asked
And
him
their
that
relationship was
question.
already raggedy. Mabel didn't have nothing to do with their relationship going down. It wasn't like it was a wonderful relationship. And then Mabel
I
came in and tore it up.
I can't say that though, Inga. I can't say that Mabel didn't put a rift in it. They had problems like every marriage have problems, but I don't think they were on the verge of breakup. I think they was just broke, and I think they was just broke, and that can cause a certain type of situation when people don't have money, but yet they love each other. Money really can cause problems in people's relationships.
Financial problems is like one of the biggest things in relationships.
In divorces,
But
but then the boys were selling, selling drugs, and that was an issue too. It was like a pile on. It was a pile on with them. Like the boys were selling, cookies, and that was a pile on for them. They broke. She needed to get a car. She got it in Nikki's name. The boys selling, cookies, and then Terry got out, and then it was just a lot going on in season 1, and next thing you know, here come Charles and Mabel, and she was like, "This bumping. Let me go get finger popped in the car by the doctor."
I agree, Stephen. I feel like
make myself feel good.
She does. The doctor has told her that, and Charles has told her that. She need to tell herself that. That's my thing, because obviously she has things inside of her that she's not happy with. So you can't be happy with somebody else and look from love for somebody else when you're not even doing it for yourself. Y'all know I'm big on the self-care. Lucille don't only need Jesus, she need to get in there and get to work on her daggone mind and heart and all the rest of it.
And then she's had to be strong for everybody for so long. Like she's been through it. Not saying that Charles hasn't, but her as a wife trying to keep your kids with shoes on their feet and clothes on their back, did y'all see
that Instagram post? I don't know if it was in our group thing or not, or if it was just something that I saw, but did y'all see that thing about the 100%, about the father being 100%, and then when you bring a 100% provider, and then when you bring in the fact that a female or the woman has to then kick in financially and be 50% of that financial responsibility, how it starts to take away from the woman part, especially because we're talking about a time when, I know we're in an independent stage nowadays, but I'm just strictly speaking of the time that they're in. But now that she has to financially also provide for the home, because he can't fully provide for the home, but she also still has to be 100% nurturer to the home, that takes away a certain percentage of how much she can even nurture. And so I just feel like there's this, and that's why I give her more, just because I feel like she is taking on more necessarily than a lot, because she can't stop being the nurturer of the home, but she also now has to be the provider. She still has to nurture him, you know what I'm saying? And she gets all the slack from it, or flack from it, maybe the word I'm looking for, because she's been. But if you take away this one part, the financial part, and you take that away, I feel like you take away a big chunk of their issues. But that's like I feel like we could have a whole conversation about that, because it's a lot when you think about it. They piled a lot of stuff into that one topic. It's a whole lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. It's a lot. Women, we take on a whole lot. You got to be the nurturers for yourself, your children, your spouse. Men don't have to. I'm not saying they don't have to, but they don't. be all of those things. They're just the provider and the protector. But we have to be everything. We got to be the doctor, the lawyer, the teacher, the preacher, to everybody. You know, so once I get a chance to be finger popped in the car, that's all I can keep thinking about. Because Tamika said, it make me feel better. It's a stress reliever. You know, like, whew. I still love
she was
Charles.
also
So.
she was also getting it in with her husband too. Then you leave him and then go get the finger pop with the other, you know. She
Hey,
doing
it was
more than
like-
what Charles did.
That was a
She
stress
got her
reliever.
back blown out from Charles, so I don't understand. Like, you know,
It's a difference, child. That was a stress reliever.
she wanted to feel some different fingers. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah,
that's
that was
the
a
stuff being
difference.
curious about the one that got away. That's a whole
Yeah.
separate issue.
About them doctor fingers.
Mhm.
Yeah, it ain't got
Not
nothing
to feel good.
it ain't got
Yeah.
nothing to do with the sexual part of it, because women
It's just-
that's not how we really roll. Most of us are very emotional, and it has to all do with emotional, mental. Exactly what Moochie's saying. Like, that's really where this is with the whole with her and the doctor thing. It's like Tamika was saying earlier, it's all about her living in this at this point where what if this had changed? She done said it so many times. Like, that's what she's thinking. What if this had happened? What if we didn't do this? What if we didn't do that? She's living in a state of, I don't know if I made the right decision.
But she can't do nothing about that at all. Even if she do make whatever decision now, you already made the decision you made back then. So she's really just fighting with herself, in my opinion.
Exactly.
You know?
But it goes back to what you're saying too about her having to really learn to love herself, and that's gonna be the main key. Is like, Lucille is gonna have to dig deep down inside and find out what Lucille actually wants, because
exactly. That's the biggest part.
Yeah, we take on these roles.
And when she said in that last episode, I think it was the last one because I was away, I didn't really get into that one. But when she was telling him, I'm going, like, I deserve love and I've sacrificed and did for everybody else, now I'm doing for me. I felt a part of that because I have felt that way before, where I done held everybody damn down and now I'm about to hold myself down. I'm not mad at her for that part. I can relate to that part, but you also can be back, forth, in and out, all around, Lucille. That's when she starts to aggravate my soul and spirit.
But Mabel helped break that chain for her. Mabel, what he did with Mabel, not that she wanted it to happen, but it needed to happen for her to breathe. Even though it's a hurtful thing, she's breathing now. She can breathe. Even though the doctor doesn't have any negative thing going on with her, like the kids, the finances, anything. He's a positive force in her life, even though we don't know nothing about this man. He doesn't have anything to do with whatever is going on in her real life. He just makes her happy, even if it's just for a moment.
She thinks it's positive because it's taking
even if it's just for a moment, right? Even if it's just for a moment,
it's going to be positive at all. It's going to be some real reality for that.
Yeah, it could be. I just hope he don't do nothing crazy.
Yeah, but when it's all said and done, at the end of the day, she just needs to handle the situation differently. Like, she needs to really make up her mind a little bit quicker. Like, I get it. Like, you need to make up your mind, but you just need to go ahead and just put it out there. Either you want to stay in your marriage or you don't want to stay in your marriage, one or the other. When she went back and slept with him is where the line gets, that's where the line.
Yeah, that's when you started playing yourself.
Slept with him.
And making him think he still had a chance. He waking up all smiling and singing and
singing and stuff. Yeah,
I always felt like when she got back to bed, that was her saying she wanted to work on her marriage.
That was it. Yeah.
And to me, it seemed like she still kind of do, because when she told Dr. Montclair, she said, I just wanna have fun right now.
She's breathing. She's able to breathe.
It's a fantasy, and let me tell y'all, not in every case, okay, but I'm speaking from experience. Sometimes it's better to leave a fantasy, because then you get it and you be like, I could have had a damn V8. Okay.
Tamika, do you think she's gonna be disappointed?
I know I've been through things, so I know.
Yeah.
But I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet. I let people think what they want.
We haven't seen her go to this house. Remember, he lives out of town. So where they've been hanging out at?
Exactly. Like you gonna
That's
always
how
just
I
sit in the
feel
damn
that
car?
episode.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah. I
I
Mm-mm.
still
mean,
believe it's something up with him. I've been saying that from the beginning.
It definitely. I said it from day
Yeah.
one.
Him
Yeah.
off with you because we not seeing his home. He could be going
Mm-hmm.
through the same thing she going through, and he just
Mhm.
went and got away from the woman for a while. Because then
Right.
he did say, and just because he not married, don't mean he don't live with somebody. Don't mean he don't got a girlfriend. Don't mean he don't have a significant other. You can't tell me a doctor
Mhm.
Right.
of that status with the way he looks doesn't have anybody.
Mhm.
And if he does, you know what the problem
I
really
hope
is.
they write in that he got somebody. I really want her to get
Do
right
you
in
think she's gonna
smashed
have
in
her
her
bubble
face.
burst, PJ?
why you want her to get hurt so bad like
I
that?
know
That's
why
what I
I
want to
get her,
know.
but
Not
I mean,
you,
it's
not
either
you,
gonna go one
Lucci.
way or the other. Either she gonna be happily ever after with this dude,
Over
or
here
either
in the corner. Now,
I mean,
hold on, let me go up angle.
Let me
Yeah,
know
I
how to
believe that,
go.
Zayden. I believe the doctor got women in every damn state he go to, probably multiple states, definitely.
yeah,
And he
Oh
kind of
yeah.
hinted
Mhm.
at
but
that because he said, I've been with a lot of women, okay, everybody but you. So that's what he want to
Mhm.
do. He want to get what he never had. And then he going to
He
be
want to
like,
zoom, 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 and a boom, boom.
he wanna do.
right.
I think she
He
gonna have
want to do drive-bys. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
nah,
up,
seriously though, like
DeMarcus?
in all fairness though, like really, truly, I always said that something was wrong with the doctor, and I don't think the doctor is on the up and up at all.
Mhm.
But I really do just want Lucille to get it together and just figure out who she wants to be with. But at the same time, I'm just gonna stand on it. I am not going to give Lucille a whole bunch of flack because of what she went through. I don't give Charles a pass. You got to work for this now because you broke the trust and you broke the relationship, and now you got to work for this. And if that means you got to work through some, it's just Dr. Maurice just came at a damn convenient time.
Yeah.
Is
That's all that is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
yeah, and
make me
he's
feel like
working.
a
He is
pleasant
working at it. He's
for
Yeah.
trying.
And sometimes the devil will make
That
convenient
was my
things
best
happen
friend.
and entice you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You
he's
know.
trying. He is
That
trying.
was my best friend and my neighbor. My best friend, my neighbor, the person I go to talk to about my issues. Come on now, you can't. That's the one person you can't mess with. You got
And the heifer had my skillet. Man, you had my iron skillet. Come on.
If you say not the cast iron
Oh
skillet.
yeah,
Baby,
that,
listen.
that was dead ass wrong. Not the
You
neighbor
done borrowed
next door.
that.
Let me
Listen.
find
Yeah,
out.
not the neighbor
He
next
would have
door.
been Babe Ruth with the skillet.
Baby, listen. You done borrowed my skillet and you done borrowed my man. Oh, that skillet finna go upside your head.
Mostly
You
saying
know-
the doctor wife gonna be on her front porch. Hey, you never know. Wow, Charles. I ain't giving Charles. Oh no, yeah, me no passes with
No,
Charles.
EJ not giving Charles no pass.
No, he don't get no pass. He
I
broke
could
he
give
broke the
Charles
vows.
that one.
I'm not
He
giving.
broke
Listen, and Charles was all up on Mabel in that wall with the 1, 2, 3.
Girl, listen.
Listen, we
He
can't get
was
that visual out
But
our
she's
mind.
having a
No.
full blown emotional relationship now with Maurice, and she wanted to bring him to. She wasn't joking around. She probably would have brought him to the thing.
She just wanted to hurt him. That's all.
I don't
Yeah,
think she
but
would have done that. I don't think that she would have did that, but I think it really was a joke. Just a bad timing joke, of course. But
Yeah. You don't play
Yeah,
with my
that
son
joke
like
was whack as hell. I definitely
that.
wasn't here for the joke.
yeah, I
But
think
I wasn't here
that,
for it.
that it was definitely a
yeah.
bad time. I done made some bad jokes at the wrong time, so I can't.
Not like that though. That's rough there.
Well, I ain't never did nothing like that, so I
That's
can't.
rough.
You know what I'm saying? But when
That's
you try to
rough.
make
And
light of
had
something,
Charles
it's a
said
bad
that
joke.
to her, she would have been all upset, but I tore the whole house up.
Yeah,
So,
if he would have said, okay, if you bring Doctor, I'm bringing Mabel
or
and
Sister
Riley.
Riley, yeah.
You know?
Well, you can't say he said Sister Riley. That he could say Sister Riley. He can't say Mabel because he really did enter into Mabel.
Yeah.
He did
Twice.
enter them premises.
It was quick. It was a drive-by. But he did it.
Hold on, let me see what Brillo said. Run, Charles. 3 pumps of cheating.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't even worth it.
It was. Well, he went back. He double back to that hotel. So he said he had to get.
So they did it 3 times then,
April
didn't they?
got him a hotel because
It was 3 times,
what's his
not
name?
twice.
Put
It
her in
was
the
It
car.
was
3.
twice
Backseat of
at her house, and once at the hotel, and he couldn't pull the ships into the harbor.
He couldn't. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, she has been a hypocrite though. She's saying stuff that
But
She's
it's
been a
okay.
hypocrite.
She's
They both
hurt.
have their
She's
songs that they be
scorned.
hypocrites. And I'm not
She's
with the
scorned.
hypocritical shit. Keep it real with
I don't know
yourself
what people.
and others. But it is
She's
what it
scorned. She's
is.
a woman
Human beings
scorned.
do that.
Yeah, she's scorned. She's hurt. He hurt her.
Yeah, but I don't like tit for tat. Like I don't think people should do tit for tat. I wouldn't personally do tit for tat. Like if
No.
I'm over it, either I'm gonna forgive you and move on, and because I feel like people have to truly move on, because a lot of times
And more than likely, I'm gonna let you know I don't be forgiving nobody because I ain't gonna forget. I can say I forgive you, but I'm not gonna forget. We're not gonna be able to move on in the relationship.
don't nobody really
So
forget.
it's
Come on,
over.
you have a brain. Your brain is not.
But she
You
needs
can
to
say-
let
Stop
say
talking
that.
about
Yeah.
it, but that don't mean you're gonna forget. Come on,
Because
don't
she
Right.
wash her hands.
if somebody stomp on your foot, you
Mhm.
don't forget it. You just only gonna keep talking about it.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, not
Yeah.
forget. Like, nobody's gonna forget. But the problem is that people will keep bringing it up. And
Exactly.
That's what doing.
Yeah.
Because that's not truly forgiving a person if you go keep bringing it up when it's convenient to bring it back up.
Somebody
So
got a question for us. Said, why didn't the doctor get a hotel? Now, that's the question we want to know.
That's
too.
what I want to know. That's why I
everybody
don't
wanna know
trust that man.
somebody say, is he not? Is Pastor Flannery baby daddy? Leave her alone.
Hey, I wonder, but we never know though.
That would be crazy.
Because that was a lot of money he donated to a church. That there's a lot of money he donated to a church. So maybe he know her.
Tax write-off.
I agree.
He get a tax write-off on that. Mm-hmm.
I agree. I agree. Because that was 10 bands.
Yeah, but it's gonna be something with the past. They wouldn't keep bringing not the pastor. It's gonna be something with him. They
want drama. Whatever's gonna bring the biggest drama, that's what they're gonna go with. And they know that the streets stay talking about Lucille and Charles and the foolishness and foolery.
Yeah, that is very true. I feel like the Lucille and Charles story took over everything at some point. When it first happened, it took over. Like it was just like the topic of everything. And I feel like even after that, it has continued to kind of take over. And people are just on you either in the. I feel like now this
it's
season,
true to life.
people are either in the middle or either they're here or they're there.
Because I think if you live long enough, I know everybody in this chat and all over these different pages, we're all different ages, from the young to the old. So if you live long enough, you've been through something in the relationship. So that's why everybody got different opinions, different type of people who ain't really had no relationships or maybe ain't been through too much. They just like, oh, he did this one thing, get rid of him. It ain't always that easy like that. It's not always that cut and dry. And
they got history, so you got to think about that. It's the same thing that we're talking about with LaWanda and Terry. They had.
I meant to mention that I'm so glad. It seems like that she's gonna go get her cosmetology license, and she even said that. She said he's still the father of my kids, but it's clear he don't want me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad she finally, because I said that when she had the when she laid on that dirty carpet having a baby. I said, I hope that she finally wakes up now and realize he don't want you. He gonna take care of the babies, but he don't want you. So please stop trying to fight with him over Marquisha. Just move on. Go find you somebody.
That part.
I want to know if you want.
Don't find nobody. Just go get your life together. Go get your like. If she don't work or nothing, go to school. You know what I'm saying? That's what she should do.
Yeah, that's what we always do. Break up. Let me get myself together.
Women usually get themselves together. It takes men a long time to get themselves together. Women usually, even when we
focus on me.
Even when we screw up or something like that, it might have babies or do something stupid. We end up eventually getting ourselves together. So
who said dirty carpet?
Yeah, I mean, you know.
She said
That's dirty carpet.
Yeah, because I said she laying there on the dirty carpet having.
Oh, I didn't.
That's what I was saying. So I said I said I'm glad she finally realized.
Oh
I think when
God.
Markeisha came to her house too, that probably woke her up a little bit. And then that pastor
Mm-hmm.
talking, then that was probably like the hammer on top of her head. Say, you know, she needed to wake up. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we won't. I'm hoping we won't. She won't keep on fighting with him about the Markeisha stuff.
Mm-mm. I
You
hope you just
know.
let it go. Cause he
Yeah,
gonna buy. He gonna
I
buy
still want to
her.
see
What you
Lawanda.
call
I
it?
still want to see her in the scenes. I don't want her, written out, but I just don't want her to keep on arguing with him about Markeisha thing.
I
yeah,
hope he leave her alone.
yeah, because
Yeah,
that's what
Terry should just
Mhm.
come around, drop off money, drop off the Pampers, and keep on about his business. You
Yeah,
Yep.
know.
it
Just leave
has
her alone.
Terry letting it
Mhm.
go too, because Terry was kind of trying to play the fence, you know what I'm saying? And I get why, because he wanted to still be in his kid's life. And sometimes men will do that. I'm not saying all men, don't nobody be coming for me in
Yeah,
the
him
chat.
and Lucille got a lot in common, like he told her when he said we have more in common than what you think. Okay, maybe I'll
Yep,
get it from you. But
that is
y'all,
true.
I'm about to be
I
up
mean, y'all
out of
know.
here. I'll
We
see y'all later. Love y'all.
All right. Love you
Oh,
too.
see you later, Speaker. All right, y'all. We're about to get up out of here. We done talked and talked and talked and talked and talked. When you get on the Lucille and Charles, it can go on forever and forever.
Forever, ever, forever,
yeah.
ever.
I definitely want to see not Marquise. I don't want to see nothing from her. Lawanda really, I hope that we see in this next season, season 4, that maybe she got her cosmetology license and she doing hair and doing good.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope I hope she moved on because I'm tired of him.
Yeah. Cause he gonna get her that shop. He gonna buy her building, buy the building. She gonna own the building. That's what he better do.
Yeah.
Somebody said that Marquise is a
And
paper.
I hope that we don't never see her and Marquisha like being with the kids, being with her, Lawanda's kid. That's when Lawanda need to put hands and feet on her.
What, like
Mm-hmm.
a co-parenting situation?
She don't need to be touching her, talking to the kids, nothing. She don't need to be involved.
If they in a relationship, they don't have a choice. That point is just petty.
Nah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. Marquisha ain't even taking care of her own kids, so
No,
you
she
don't
don't
need
even
to
raise her
take
own children.
mine.
Where
Go
her
take care of
kids
your
at?
own kids.
Well, I was just saying, if they end up in a full blown relationship, y'all, I think that's the problem with a lot of people these days. Y'all know we should really do something. This is a good.
No, I'm
this
not
is a-
talking about. I'm talking about if they not together, if they are together, and then he's taking custody and all of that, then that's a different story. But this, after the way she came to that house, they either
It's
gonna
gonna
have
be
to just
hard
do
for
something
them.
with it or civil.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for them to be civil, but we always got to think about the kids and what's best for the kids. And if he chooses to be with this woman and have her as part of his entire life, then they gonna have to all learn how to coincide with each other, and that's the same way he gonna have to be with whoever she decides to bring in her life. So, I mean, it
Yeah.
is what it is. But I do get it. Marquisha was,
Yeah, and I hope they write
wrong.
in a nice guy in season 4. I hope they write in some character, and this guy has got it going on. He, not no drug dealer, but
A
somebody.
doctor.
Yeah, just somebody, okay, what he is, just somebody nice, and he gonna really be there and be a good stepdad to the kids.
Dr. Montclair's
That would
nephew.
piss off. That would piss Terry off for real.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking though, Inga. I think that Terry gonna find himself in a he gonna be the one
Bye.
and like how Lawanda is with old girl, he gonna be the one
Uh-huh.
acting up. But I don't know if they even gonna go that far with
They
it,
probably
but
ain't.
it would be
I'm just
Mm-hmm.
running with it, but
Yeah.
but no, they probably not gonna go
It
that
was. It sounds good though. It sounds
but I
good.
would love it though if they did.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see Lawanda win. I want to see her.
Oh yeah.
Cause
All
Hey
she,
day.
Aries. But
What's
yeah,
up,
I would love
Suburbia?
I
Raw Dog
definitely like
Charles
to see her win.
Jones.
But all right, y'all. We done sat up here and talked and talked and talked and talked and
Mhm.
talked. We keep on talking about this for forever. But
Mm-hmm.
let's get up out of here, y'all. Moochie. I mean, start with Candy. Candy, Inga, then Moochie. What y'all got going on y'all channels?
So yesterday, well, I'm sorry. So Saturday, Aries and I did Boys in the Hood, please go back and catch the replay on that. On yesterday, we went to court. We was minding other folks' business. Please catch that replay. I think I'm going to I'm going to Detroit with Moochie on Wednesday, I think. And then Saturday, Aries and I are going to do Low Down Dirty Shame on Saturday, and then we do something on Sunday. Yeah. So just catch us on the replay and catch us in the live. Thank you, EJ. Thank you for the panel, for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Ginger Snaps, Inga Binga. What's that other one with the blonde wig? Whichever. What's her name?
Blondie and then the Cinnamon.
Okay.
Cinnamon ain't made no
like
appearance in a while. She's showing off, so I had to put her away. So I don't have nothing going on really. I'm gonna be with Moochie on Wednesday for Mayor Kingstown, and I never even dropped my BMF for this past one, so I probably forget about it now, and I may move on to this next coming week. And I don't know. I'm gonna come up with some other. I know I just did Saturday. I did me and Booby Traps did Minister Society, and we had a good time doing that on Saturday night. And then but other than that, I don't have nothing planned, but I'm gonna come up with some more things, but nothing that's really planned right now. Okay. So
now keep your notifications on for Inga Binga, Cinnamon.
I'm always dropping shorts. I got a whole bunch of shorts. I'm almost every other day I drop a short, so people can watch them and laugh at those. So
okay, that's what's up. Mochilla, Moche, what you got going on, boo?
All right. Well, as you know, everybody just said we're doing Mayor Kingstown Wednesday. I do have a theory video coming up. I also have it's a theory video, Mayor Kingstown, and Sunday we're doing Uptown Saturday night. So let's do it again. Please be sure to keep y'all notifications on. I am doing Hidden Gems tomorrow as well. So I don't know if that's going to be an upload or a live. So I'm just debating back and forth what I'm going to do with that. So like I said, it's a theory, Mayor Kingstown, Hidden Gems, and let's do it again. That's Sunday for the Sunday throwback.
All right. Awesome. All right. So I think, I don't know what night our movie night is. I don't know if it's this week or next week, because I can't think of it right off the top of my head, but whenever it is, we are doing Shirley. Tamika's going to be hosting. So make sure y'all watch Shirley. I think it's on Netflix. And right now I'm not really doing much of anything, y'all, just our lives, to be honest. But I'll get back on track and do some stuff. So just keep your notifications turned on. And other than that, thank everybody in the chat for coming through, for hanging out with us. Y'all are always fun to talk to. Steve, RC, Antoine, Derry B, Kendall, Suburbia came through with the nonsense. Yes, I'm calling you out, sir. I saw your comment. We had Brillo come through. Detroit Kings came through. We had Asia come through. Demarcus, I ain't been seeing you come through
Hit
too
the
much
like,
like you used
hit the
to.
share. Put me up in that algorithm, y'all, and holla at your girl.
My bad, sorry.
And that too. Okay, and that too. But I'm feeling the type of way. I feel like I ain't seen you in a long time. But DeMarcus came through, and everybody else that came through. We appreciate you guys, and we're about to get up out of here. And like Moochie said, hit the like, hit the share, put us up in the algorithm and all that good stuff, because we want to be in the algorithms.
You want me to
good. Talk to you guys later.
Later.
Bye.